I'm Mrs. Mann, and this is
Grace.
And this is
Adeline.
Grace. How did you earn the spot to become on the announcements?
Because I got called down.
How did you get that pride ticket? Do you know what you did?
I be kind.
Kindness is important at Lakeview. All right. So, girls, what is your favorite book?
Mine is unicorns.
Yeah. Can unicorns do anything cool?
They can make rainbows.
Ooh, what's your favorite book?
Unicorns.
Oh boy, you guys must be friends because you both like unicorns. Oh, wow. All right, lunch today is we have beefy nachos, cheesy refried beans, nacho fixings, assorted fruit, dirt cup milk, choice chews, pretzel seeds, and cheese box. All right, so if you could have any lunch in the world, what would you eat?
Chicken nuggets.
What would you eat?
Pancakes.
Oh, delicious, delicious. All right, so the word of the week is jolt. Jolt means to be in shock or surprise. So I jolted for the last candy bar on the shelf. The good citizen topic of the week is I show love, respect, and gratitude towards my family. So how do you show your family that you love them?
I make cards for them.
Oh, do you do any kind things for your family?
I make cards for them.
You guys have a lot of great ideas. All right, happy birthday to Brecken. It looks like our weather, we have lots of rain in the forecast, so please dress accordingly. There's lots of testing going on. I know in kindergarten we don't take a whole lot of tests, but what can we do for the other classes? How can we be kind to the people that are testing? Do you have any ideas?
I do. To be respectful.
How can we show respect? What can we do?
Be quiet.
That's perfect. That's the best thing that we can do.
House.
Yeah, be quiet in the house because those kids in those classrooms are trying to use their noggins and they need to really think, right? So let's talk about our pride runners. There's Grace, Kara, Sophia, Aaron, Aiden, Rylan, and Abraham. We have Grace right here, right? And today is Earth Day. So Earth Day is all about taking care of the earth. Recycling cardboard only takes 75% of the energy required to make new cardboard. So if we use old cardboard, it doesn't use up as much energy. And recycling 1 ton of cardboard saves 46 gallons of oil. That's a whole lot. All right, so do your part. Eat your food when you have food in the lunchroom. Do you have any last things you want to say to Lakeview?
Nope.
Nope. Do you have anything you want to say?
Nope.
Okay, let's say goodbye. Can we try? Let's see if we can say this part. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to read, and take time to be kind. Please charge your iPad every night and stay tuned for today's short video.
Bye.
We are the Lakeview Leaders.
I'm Gabby.
I'm Rylan.
And I'm Abby.
April is Autism Awareness Month, but maybe not all of our students and staff know what autism is. Can you describe what autism is?
Sure. I'm Miss T. I'm a special education teacher at Lakeview. And autism is just something that makes some of our friends' brains wire just a little bit differently. And so friends with autism might communicate in different ways. And so some friends might communicate with an iPad and others might communicate with one-word phrases. And another thing about autism that makes people just a little bit different is that they might have different interests that maybe not all of us think would be as interesting. And they might have a harder time socializing with others. So they might, feel nervous when in a group of people, or they might not know what to say when someone makes a joke that they maybe don't understand. And so their brains are just wired a little different.
What else do you think is important for our students and staff to know about autism?
Good question. It's important to note that everyone with autism is different, and so just like you and me, they might have different interests, they might have different things that they like or dislike, And another thing that you might see with people with autism is that they express their emotions in a wide variety of ways. And so especially here at school, you might see a friend in the hallway who's a little extra sad and maybe being kind of noisy, or if a friend is really happy, you might see them in the hallway and they might have a lot of movement going on. And so it's just important to note that they are expressing their emotions in a way that they know how, and it might be different from what we see, but it's okay to accept what they're doing, and you can continue on with what you're doing.
Thank you, Mrs. T. Here's a short video describing more about what autism is.
This year, a kid named Nick came to our school. At first, he seemed a little different. Sometimes during class, Nick makes noises and gets out of his seat. There's a lady that sits in our classroom and follows Nick around, and even takes him out of class when he's distracting us. We didn't understand why Nick got to take breaks or why he got to spend all this time with one teacher. My friends and I thought, what's up with Nick? It turns out, Nick has autism. Nick has had autism since he was little. Autism happens inside the brain. This doesn't mean Nick is sick with something like the flu. You can't catch autism. It just means that he understands some things differently than most of us. Once we learned a little more about Nick and autism, we understood why he gets extra attention. He just needs a little more help than the rest of us sometimes. The lady following him around is his aide. She's there to help him in the classroom. Sometimes small things bother Nick because his senses, hearing, sight, smell, touch, and taste, all work differently than ours. Like when we work on projects, we try to keep our voices down because Nick has trouble focusing if it gets too loud. As we got to know him, we learned what we can do to make it better for Nick so he can stay in class with us. Other kids with autism in your school might have similar challenges. The best way to help them is by getting to know them. Autism affects each person differently. No two kids with autism are the same. Some kids will talk with you, but not look at you. Others won't talk much, but will try to use other ways to tell you what they want to say. Some kids with autism may flap their arms or even rock back and forth. It may seem strange at first, but it's just something that makes them comfortable. Nick really likes building and talking about model airplanes. He even brought one in to show us how the propeller works. It was pretty cool. Sometimes, though, Nick doesn't stop talking about model airplanes. We listen because it's polite, but learned that it's okay to suggest new activities too. Some of us from class joined the art club together, and we invited Nick. He mostly draws pictures of planes, but we still have fun doing the projects together. Remember that you can always include your friend with autism in activities, even if he or she does it in a different way. Don't be afraid to ask your teacher or an adult for ideas that can work for everyone. Now that we know more about autism, it's no big deal. Nick is just a kid and a part of our class like everyone else. So just remember that all of us are different in our own ways. Accepting the differences of kids with autism is the first step to becoming friends and having fun together.